Attaining financial freedom is the goal of many individuals. Financial freedom entails having enough savings, assets, and cash in hand to afford the kind of life you desire for yourself and your family. It entails building up savings that allow you to retire or continue the vacation of your choice without being constrained by an annual paycheck. With financial freedom, your money works for you rather than against you. But as great as financial freedom is, it surprisingly has its downsides. In today's video, I will show you some of the pros and cons of retiring early. This video is a must-watch as it can help you devise a strategy that will provide you with happiness and fulfillment in your early retirement. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. First, we'll take a look at the pros of financial independence. Time flexibility. Having financial freedom gives you more time flexibility. One of the most significant advantages of early retirement is the freedom that comes with it. Well, what do you expect? There's no job forcing you to wake up early, and you no longer have to worry about reporting to a superior. Apart from that, you also get to save the time spent preparing and getting to work, as well as the money spent on transportation. After a busy and stressful working week, a lot of people end up spending most of their weekend recovering from the previous week and getting ready for the upcoming week. You'll agree that when compared with someone who doesn't need to work for a living, this leaves a very small amount of time to spend on other activities, like spending time with your family and friends. If you keep living like that, there's no way you will not miss out on important things, such as your children's games, private getaway with your family, among other things. Also, early retirement means your place of work will have no influence on where you choose to live. One thing a lot of people consider when getting an apartment is its closeness to their place of work. Liberating and meaningful life. It can be really liberating when you are financially independent and have no reason to work. You are left with a lot of time and energy that can be channeled into something else when earning money is not your primary objective. You will have time to pursue other interests, such as starting a company, working on your spiritual life. You could even volunteer and help people in any way you can. Financial independence and early retirement doesn't imply that you don't have to or shouldn't pursue meaningful work. In fact, unexpected financial success might result from a new enterprise with little accountability. Living below your means. The phenomenon of lifestyle inflation is all too typically among the working class. Simply put, if your income grows, you should spend more. Although it's okay to spend more money when your income rises, but do you know what else is supposed to rise? Your savings rate. Your savings rate should keep climbing as your earnings rise. Don't worry, spending a bit more when your income rises is safe. Contrary to what many people think, living below your means doesn't mean living with the mindset of a miser. In fact, living below their means is the lifestyle of all rich people, because they'll lose it all if they don't. As long as you spend all your income, you cannot grow wealthy. Less stress. One of the primary sources of stress for many Americans is money. It can really be frustrating when you're struggling to make ends meet, such as payment of the mortgage, vehicle payments, phone bills, just to name a few. Lack of funds can result in a range of undesirable outcomes. You may be shocked to discover that financial difficulties are the leading cause of divorce. It is useful to have the habits of savings and investments way before retirement. Possessing sufficient wealth to live a comfortable life, cover expenses that pop out of the blue. It also gives you the liberty to spend your days the way you like, leading to an enjoyable and healthy life as it will save you from this major cause of stress. Now, let's take a look at the cons of financial independence. Unforeseeable future occurrences. Despite the fact that many people pursuing financial independence have a well-thought-out strategy, there's still the possibility of something unexpected happening. Tax structure could change. You could have your finances disrupted by an unexpected illness, just to mention a few. The future is difficult to predict as the state of the economy is ever-changing. There could be years when the market does not rise at all. Apart from that, it could be a case of hyperinflation. It's important that those who retire are very careful about running out of money in their 50s or 60s. It could end up becoming a very big problem because when you're in your 50s or 60s, the peak of your career and earning potential have most likely gone by. Difficulty returning to work. Early retirement could be an issue because it could lead to difficulty returning to work. If you retire early and end up realizing that it's not right for you or you need to get back to work, it could become an issue. Financial issues and boredom are some of the common reasons why those that have retired decide to return to work. There's absolutely nothing wrong with deciding to return to the workforce, but you may discover that returning to your previous line of work may be difficult due to changes. Without the experience you should have gained if you had not stopped working, you may find it difficult to get rehired because your skill set might not be compatible with the needs of the economy. Also, you may find yourself in a competition with younger individuals that have recent education and experience. A way out could be by setting up a business. Boredom. Although we talked about how boredom is one of the reasons why retirees decide to go back to work, boredom itself can be a disadvantage of early retirement. When many people think of retirement, it is common to think of it as something amazing that'll be filled with a lot of reading, travels, knitting, and of course, relaxing. Also, you can never play too much golf, right? Having plenty of time to spend with your kids and your family as a whole is another thing to look forward to if you retire early. Don't forget, they still have to go to school. Of course, retirement means having a lot of free time to use as you see fit. And while it may be fun at first, it could become boring really quick. While filling the gaps in your day while working a full-time job is easy, retirement can be really boring. And unlike you, that have a lot of free time, most of your family and friends will most likely be working all week. After enjoying the first few months of rest and activities that working full-time didn't allow you to do, you may soon begin to find them boring, and the excess time doing nothing may lead to a feeling of lack of fulfillment. Not optimizing for maximum financial gains. You don't need more money when you're financially independent, because you already have money. It's no doubt that financial independence and early retirement are appealing. But getting there is not going to be a walk in the park. There will be certain sacrifices when making decisions, but it's up to you to decide if it'll be worth it. It's not uncommon to hear people say they wish they'd begun investing earlier. But how often do you hear someone say they wish they didn't invest so much? You can always decide to return to work if early retirement turns out to be something different than you expected, even if you have to work in a field different from where you started out. You'd agree that it's better to have the choice instead of being forced to work all of your life. Even though it has cons, financial independence is going to offer you a level of freedom that you will not regret. We'd love to know how helpful this video was in the comments section. Also, don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so as not to miss out on other videos like this one. See you next time!